You know you should cook at home. You know you should pack your lunch. You know you should review your budget. You know you should compare insurance plans. You know you should invest more. You know you should stop buying things you don't need. So why don't you? Why do intelligent, hardworking healthcare professionals continue making financial decisions they already know are not helping them? The answer might not be what you think. Because what if the problem isn't knowledge? What if the problem isn't discipline? What if the problem isn't motivation? What if the problem is exhaustion? And what if one of the biggest threats to your financial future isn't your income, but your fatigue? Today, I want to explore something that almost nobody in personal finance talks about: the cost of being tired. Most people have no idea what healthcare workers carry: the physical exhaustion, the emotional exhaustion, the mental exhaustion, the constant interruptions, the staffing shortages, the difficult patients, the difficult families, the emergencies, the charting, the responsibility, the pressure, day after day, week after week, month after month. At some point, being tired stops feeling temporary. It starts feeling normal. You wake up tired. You go to work tired. You come home tired. You spend your days off recovering from being tired. And because it becomes normal, something dangerous happens. You stop recognizing how much that exhaustion is influencing your decisions, including your financial decisions, because exhaustion doesn't stay at work. It follows you home. When most people think about money, they think about math, income, expenses, debt, savings, budgets, spreadsheets. But human beings don't make decisions with spreadsheets. They make decisions with brains, and tired brains behave differently. When your mental energy becomes depleted, your brain begins looking for shortcuts. Not because you're lazy, not because you're irresponsible, because it's trying to conserve energy. The same brain that planned healthy meals on Sunday is not the same brain sitting in the parking lot after a 12-hour shift. The same person exists, but the available mental energy does not. And that matters far more than most financial advice acknowledges. Imagine this. You finally get home after a long shift. You know there's food in the refrigerator. You know cooking would be cheaper. You know cooking would probably be healthier. But cooking requires decisions, preparation, cleanup, energy. And energy is something you simply don't have. So you open a delivery app, 10 minutes later, dinner is solved, at least for tonight. Then tomorrow comes, and the next day, and the next. Coffee on the way to work, takeout on the way home, convenience purchases, small online orders, subscriptions you forgot about, tiny rewards for surviving difficult days. Individually, they don't seem significant. Collectively, they can quietly consume hundreds or even thousands of dollars every month. Not because you're reckless, because you're exhausted. Every day, healthcare workers make an incredible number of decisions. Clinical decisions, safety decisions, communications decisions, documentation decisions, problem-solving decisions, prioritization decisions, over and over again, hour after hour, shift after shift. By the time your shift ends, your decision-making resources are depleted. This is called decision fatigue, and it affects everything, including money. Suddenly, the easiest option wins. Not the best option, not the cheapest option, the easiest option, the path of least resistance. And when that happens, often enough, financial stress begins growing in the background, almost invisibly. Many financial experts mean well. But there's a problem. Most financial advice assumes unlimited energy, unlimited focus, unlimited motivation, unlimited time. Healthcare workers rarely have any of those things. It's easy to say, just meal prep, just track every expense, just review your budget every week, just stop spending money. But anyone who has dragged themselves through a difficult shift knows reality is more complicated than that. Good financial systems must work on your worst days, not just your best days, because your worst days are the days most likely to damage your finances. This is where things begin to change, because the solution is not becoming more disciplined. The solution is reducing the number of decisions you have to make. Automation, difficult choices, simple systems, removing friction. The goal is to build financial systems when you're rested, so they continue working when you're exhausted. Automatic savings, automatic investing, automatic bill payments, automatic transfers, simple meal plans, simple routines, simple systems. Because systems don't get tired. Systems don't work overtime. Systems don't suffer burnout. Systems simply continue doing their job. For years, many healthcare workers have been told the problem is spending, or discipline, or self-control. But often, that's only part of the story. The real problem is trying to build a financial future while carrying chronic exhaustion. And exhaustion changes behavior. It changes decision-making. It changes priorities. It changes spending. It changes planning. It changes everything. Understanding that isn't excuses. It's identifying the real problem. Because you cannot solve a problem you don't understand. If you're a healthcare worker who feels like you're constantly falling behind financially, I want you to hear this. You are not failing because you buy coffee. You are not failing because you ordered takeout. You are not failing because you aren't perfect. You are trying to build a financial future while operating under levels of stress and exhaustion most people never experience. The answer is not guilt. The answer is not shame. The answer is not trying harder. The answer is building systems that work even when you're tired. Because eventually, wealth is not built by motivation. It's built by systems. And systems can be built. If this video resonated with you, subscribe to MediHealth Money. We're building a community for healthcare workers who want to reduce financial stress, recover from burnout, and build long-term wealth. And if you're ready to take the first step, download the free Financial Reset Checklist link below. Until next time, keep healing lives and keep building wealth.